Yo, what's going on, guys? Spoofy29 here with a card, guys. I'm here yet again with JP from Super. What's going on, bud?
Not much, man. I got these DenkoDolls. That's the official name for this deck. I just decided it finally. I was going with Chaos Shaddoll, but just Denko deserves all the credit.
So you just got top 8 again.
I did, and it was kind of weird. I actually messed up my deck list, and I ended up playing a ratio that was god-awful. It was 3 Falco, 2 Beast, when it was supposed to be 3 Beast, 2 Falco. So for this tournament, they made me play 3 Falco, and I ended up getting game lost round 4, and then the Cleefert guy, which I actually call them Q Thoughts, so we're gonna use Q Thoughts for this video. But yeah, he ended up beating me game 2, and then yeah, that kind of sucked.
So the two people what was the other deck you lost to? Another Cliff Thought deck?
Yep, I lost to another deck. That game 3, he opened up Shadow Mirror, Skill Drain, Scout, turn 1.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, no, I mean.
So, but both the guys you lost to also top 8.
Yes, they sure did. Both of the losses did top. One was 3rd, I believe, and the other one was 7th.
So you got 8, so you slipped in there.
I sure did.
I found it funny because me and Jesus over here were like, how the heck did JP, get 8th place when we had to find you? That was awesome.
Yeah,
but
I almost just dropped because I didn't feel like playing anymore, but I ended up playing it out, and I'm happy I did.
That's funny. That's awesome. Well, let's get into this deck because I know a lot of people came up to you yesterday and was all happy and saw your deck profile and told you,
and I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for the love. You guys feel free to come up to me, ask me any questions or anything like that, man. I'd be more than happy to talk to you guys for a little bit.
Let's get into this deck.
All right, so the 3 god-awful Falcos. This is not happening. After playing 3, I kind of feel like I should just play 1 of this card, but I'm not. 2 is good. 2 is probably where it's going to be at. Then we have the 2 Beasts, which is supposed to be the 3rd one. I play 3 Shaddoll fusions now, so I felt like I needed another Shaddoll monster in the deck, and drawing a card is always good, which is why I picked Beast. And we have 2 Dragon. Dragon is really good. I found myself more often than not needing a 3rd one, just because so many Q Thoughts are running around. I'd probably still keep the ratio at 2 and bump something else up, which I'll go into later on in my spells. 2 Hedge, solid card at 2. Lets me get my my spells quick. And Naga is El Shaddoll Naga, the Earth one. I do go into her quite often. She's a really good card, and Hedgehog helps to have make sure I have somebody in the hand to dump. 1 Squamata. I still like this card at 1. I wouldn't play more. Sometimes when somebody makes a silly field with like a Naturia Beast or something, I wish I kind of played another one, but then I just have dragons that I can search and set them to, so it's not a big deal. 1 Squamata is good. 2 Math. Just like last week, 2 Math was solid. I never needed the 3rd one. I never want to draw multiples, and after turn 1, he usually just gets sent to the graveyard for Naga. 1 Bulb. I still like this card, really good. It allows me to make some additional plays, give me some options from the extra deck. Still a good card, really like Bulb. This card was awful. I'm taking her out. I'm not sure if I'm going to go back to Raiden. I probably will. I'm still not sure yet. I'll have to decide for Anaheim. But this card was god-awful. Don't play this card. 1 Eclipse and Dad, of course. Amazing cards right here. More often than not, if you end up drawing the Dad before you draw the Eclipse, it doesn't matter, because as soon as you get 3 in your graveyard, you just want to summon him and do something. He's just instant pressure. I don't mind drawing him early. And this is a light. At worst, is a light for Construct that you don't have to feel bad about sending to the graveyard. Then I have my 3-to-1 ratio
How
rather.
do you like this? I've seen a lot of people play the 2-2 or 2-1 instead of the 3-1.
I absolutely love this ratio, and it'll probably stay like that. I'm actually 100% sure it'll stay like that. You run mostly darks, so this card is usually not dead in your hand. It's live more often than not. This card, a lot of times I kind of have to wait to summon him because the lights are so few, which is why I only like it at 1. But he does come up because I play the bulb and I can go into the Armades and send this guy and then get this into my hand. And he's also the Eclipse Waver and Remover, so it helps. Good ratio, good stuff.
Okay.
BLS, he's the big boss. He's an amazing card. Just not much to say about him. He's just amazing. And then the reason why we play this deck, Denko Sekka. Just amazing card.
If you guys don't know what it does, I'm going to let you go ahead and just pause the video right here and just read it. This card's absolutely insane. Explain what you want to explain.
I mean, there's a lot of plays. I did not draw him as much as I did last week. However, when I did, it was just devastating. I did against one opponent. I had a set El Shaddoll fusion, and I normal summoned Denko. He had no response for it, and then I activated my El Shaddoll fusion. Excuse me, that was face down, and since his effect is a continuous effect, if he is on the field and you flip up the only face down that you have, it instantly locks your opponent. They cannot respond to the card that you activated.
Yeah. That
was set. Just amazing card. This card is gonna go through the roof. Now on to the spells. The spells, 3 El Shaddoll, just great card. Allows of so many OTK plays. This card is just amazing. It's another trap card in the deck. There's no way I'm playing less than 3. This is absolutely amazing. Then you have triple Shaddoll fusion. I felt like I always needed to draw this card or the El Shaddoll to open up. If I saw one of those two with a Denko in my hand, I was immediately trying to think of a way to kill my opponent, and more often than not, it's very possible. This card is amazing against the Burning Abyss, and I built this deck to try and beat the top 2 decks, which are Thoughts and Abyss right now. So yeah, I really like this card. Really solid. 1 Super Poly. There's not much I can say about Super Poly. It's just an amazing card. Foolish and Allure. Still good cards. Some people still don't like this card, but it instantly allows me to make plays, fill up my graveyard for possible dad plays turn 1. Just an excellent card. And this again, it speeds up the engine. Try to get to your OTK combos as fast as possible. Get rid of anything dead. If dad is dead late game in your hand, you can just banish him and draw 2 fresh cards. Raigeki, I tried Raigeki out this week. Got some mixed results from Raigeki. Not sure if he'll stay in the main deck moving forward, but we'll see. I'm not exactly sure. I just have to test with the guys. I know I'm going to be staying with Sahabi, Corey, Dion. I'll probably talk to Patrick about it at locals and all that. But yeah, so I'm not sure yet. We still got to get in the Shark Tank and see. And 2 MST. This card, I have definitely decided that I'm going to main the 3rd one. It is absolutely necessary in the Thought matchup. You have to get rid of that Scout. They are more often than not going to start out with a Scout. Let's just face the facts, people. Don't be upset when your opponent opens Scout. They have like 10 different ways to get to Scout. It's going to happen. So you need to deal with it. And 3 MST is probably the best way since they can't trap sign. 2 Emptiness. Again, just like last week, it's just a solid card overall. I don't want to play the 3rd one. I do side it out against couple of the matchups, but I still think it's needed in the main deck just because it's solid coverage overall for all the decks in the meta. 2 Sinister Shadow Games. Sinister Shadow Games is just a solid card. I don't want to play a third, just because I feel like I want to OTK and this is kind of slow. But I still think 2 is very needed. And then 1 core. I'm still not 100% sure about this card, but I feel like I have to play the 1 of. A lot of times I side it out, and there'll be a situation where I wish I kept it in, but I still, I'm a little iffy about it, but I'll probably just keep it in. That was the monster lineup. We'll go ahead and go into the extra deck, and then we'll do the side deck. For the extra deck, I kept 2 Winda. 2 Winda is good. I didn't need a third one this week, and upon further testing, I still think 2 is solid. 2 Construct. I will probably play the third if I cannot find anything else to put in the extra deck that I feel like I might need in certain situations. But if you only have 2, if you can't get a third one or something, 2 is still good. The third one is a luxury. If you're playing the cards right, if you're doing the right plays, you shouldn't need the third construct. 1 Naga. I actually went into Naga a lot more often this week and testing throughout the week as well. Naga's really good, really good. She's just a stunner. Sometimes your opponent just doesn't want to make any plays because they know they might lose their monster. Naga's really good. That 3000 booty does help. Solid card. I only went into Grista once this week, and it was okay. I still feel like I need it in the extra deck. I don't want to be caught without it and there be a situation. 1 Armades. Armades is a really good card. It helps against the Burning Abyss sometimes when they go into anything but Dante. And then you can just swing over and then they don't get those material effects. Good card. I definitely think it deserves a slot. Black Rose. I was debating the Black Rose. I played the Felice this week just to try to see, but it was just awful. So Black Rose might get the cut. Yazi. Yazi's really good against the Burning Abyss matchup. Again, it was another Felice card, so it'll probably come out. But if some of you like Felice, you should be playing this card because it's really good. 1 Scrap. Scrap, I did not have to go into him this time around, but he definitely deserves a slot in my extra deck and will continue to have a slot in my extra deck. He is absolutely fantastic. With Denko and Dad, I can do plays where I blow up 3-4 cards with Dad, depending on how many darks I can get in the grave after I get Dad on board. And then I can go blow a bulb, do this, blow up another card. Such a good card.
Dad is level 7.
He sure is.
Oh, Lord.
Then I have the Crimson Blader. I tried the Crimson Blader out this time around just so that I can lock out thoughts after attacking over one of their monsters. I never had that situation come up. I'm not exactly sure if I would keep the Blader in, but he is definitely in consideration for an extra deck slot for Anaheim. Leo. Never had to play Leo at all. Just never a situation where I needed Leo. I don't believe I will need him in my extra deck.
He's lost his luster the past couple of.
He definitely has. He's just not that effective. No longer can you stall out Burning Abyss and make them deck out because they play the Psychic dude and the rank up card. So Leo, I'd probably take out Leo. He's definitely an easy card to take out of the extra deck and not be missed. Star Eater. Star Eater, I will probably have to play one even though I did not need it. Tower, let me make this very clear. Tower is only good in the side deck. He is not a good main deck card. You should be siding one, in my opinion, if you are playing the Thoughts. Shaddolls and Abyss literally have 1, maybe 2 outs, and they're really weird situations that you have to put yourself in to make the out to Tower.
Yeah.
And then they can just pendulum summon next turn and kill however they got around Killer or Tower rather. So I'll probably still have to play the Eater. Then for my the XYZs, this week I did Abyss Dweller and Exoton. I found myself last week needing Exoton. So this week I played him. I did not need to go into him, but he will probably remain in my extra deck. And Abyss Dweller is absolutely amazing. Definitely gets a slot. I may put in a Castell. Giant Hand is still another possibility. It just depends. I'll see what we come up with, but probably these two will definitely be in my extra deck.
What about this side deck?
All right, now for the side deck will definitely be changing for Anaheim.
I know you were testing out a whole bunch of stuff with it this week too.
I was testing out certain things, and I did like some of it. Medion, it was there originally last week for the out 2 tower, but I did decide to put it in against the Burning Abyss. Burning Abyss has the power to go into double, triple Dante or Virgil in the mix there sometimes, and with this card you can actually do a really cool play where if they have the emptiness set, you can go Shaddoll Fusion, force out the emptiness, then normal summon Medion, and attack over all of their attack. Then at the end of the battle, their Dantes get put in the extra deck and all their monsters get sent to the graveyard. Emptiness will be Chainlink 1 in the new chain. Therefore, they will not get to special summon any of the cards into the graveyard. And then they will lose the emptiness as well. So this is kind of solid. I did figure that out, and it's pretty cool. I'm not sure if I need 2 in the side deck. It may just be cut to 1. And it is also a fire, and the Grista is really good against Burning Abyss. So that might be in there. The third Denko.
That's going nowhere, I'm assuming.
Yeah, that is going absolutely nowhere. I wish I could play a 4th. This card is absolutely amazing. Satellar, Burning Abyss. That card definitely gets put in as the third of. One Gores. Before the tournament, I saw a lot of folks playing this version. So I said I definitely don't want to die to the mirror match. Gores may come in as the sideboard to the mirror match just because I don't want to die. And then Gores can be a bit of a problem if the opponent did not account for his special summon before they try to kill you. He may get put as the 2 of in my side deck if I deem the mirror match a problem. 2 Effect Veilers.
How did this work out for you?
Effect Veiler was actually quite effective. I do like Effect Veiler currently. The reason being is because the biggest problem I have with Thoughts, aside from Scout, is the obvious disc. And this handles disc, and there's nothing they can do about Effect Veiler. If they try to make their big push, I Effect Veiler the disc, and no more big push. So this is really good against that. Against Burning Abyss, since I go into the triple Denko, and the only out they really have to Denko is the Tour Guide. So if I Effect Veiler the Tour Guide, essentially, there goes that game. So I definitely do like the 2 Veilers. It'll probably continue to be in there for Anaheim.
Okay.
1 Fiend. Fiend is good. I really don't want to play a second or third copy. With the 3 Beasts, I feel like I don't need more tributes. He is a really good card, but I feel like a lot of people are prepared for this guy. And I don't really want to play multiples or draw multiples of him. I played 2 of the Storm Fourths. I'm definitely not going to play 3 of this card. I think it is necessary at 2 because there are certain things you need to have an out for. This is much better in the Thought side deck, but I still think it deserves 2 slots in the Shaddoll. 1 Mind Control. Mind Control is still a good card, even though El Shaddoll Fusion is a thing. It definitely it forces them to play the El Shaddoll Fusion before I do anything else, and then I could account for the extra deck monster, or maybe even play a Shaddoll Fusion of my own and get something free on the board. This will definitely remain for the mirror. The third MST, which, like I said, will be going into the main deck for sure. The bottomless trap hole. This card may come out. I know that might be a shock to some people because it is a really good card against thoughts. However, I feel like I don't want to draw this when they already have the scout set up and I need to stop that additional scout search. I may go really heavy in my side deck against the thoughts and play 2, maybe even 3 spell shattering arrows along with 3 fairy winds. This is definitely not going anywhere. This is absolutely the best side card against thoughts. It hits absolutely everything, all the floodgates, the scouts, all the pendulum monsters. This is just the absolute nuts. And it may need to be accompanied by spell shattering arrows so that they can't wiretap or trap stun it. That is it. This is a really good deck. DenkoDolls. Oh, these are just my dividers. Awesome deck box, by the way.
Yeah, it is.
This is definitely the deck I'm going to be taking to Anaheim. I absolutely love this deck. Denko seems to love me, so it is one of my favorite cards right now. Yeah, I'm very excited about Anaheim. I'm going to make some changes and be on the lookout. Hopefully you see me in another video after YCS celebrating my first premier event top. I have a lot of regional tops, but that premier event top has eluded me for quite a while. But hopefully we'll get it this week.
You're on the right road for that right now. You're doing very well.
Well, appreciate it. Shout out to the card guys, and keep watching, guys. Subscribe.
Alright guys, this is Spoofy with the card guys. Appreciate it again, JP, and congrats one more time. And we'll see you guys later.
Take it easy.